So Jim, after back-to-back league wins, it's now a switch of attention to the FA Cup. What can you expect from our game against Kingstonian on Saturday?
Said it before, last round against Nantwich, there's always going to be upsets up and down the country. They've done extremely well to get to where they are. We'll pay them the respect that we pay anyone the respect that we're going to play against. It's a big game for both clubs, an ideal opportunity for one of the non-leagues. There are going to be many non-league sides who are going to get into the third round proper, so we're away from home. The pitch share or ground share with someone else, and the pitch is going to play a part. They're in decent enough form, we're in decent enough form, so yeah, it'll be a tough game. We know that. We've looked over clips of them. They've got strong players, a little bit of height, a little bit of mobility. They try and play the game the right way. So yeah, it'll be a tough game for us. But obviously, we've looked at ourselves and what we've done recently. We're in good form. The lads are chomping at the bit. They're looking fit and strong. The spirit's good. We're creating chances. We're keeping the back door shut. 4 clean sheets out of 5. So there's plenty to be positive about. But obviously it's the FA Cup, and as I say, you can't just expect to turn up and win the game because you're the favourites and you play 2 leagues ahead of the opposition. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a real tough game for us. But as I said before, the start of this week, we're looking for a positive week in the league programme with the 2 games. We've done well there with 6 points. Now all eyes on the FA Cup, and hopefully we can get into the next round on Monday night.
Obviously the trip to Nantwich is a similar one to what we're expecting this weekend with Kingstonian. Is there anything you learnt in that game that you're going to be taking forward to this fixture?
Well, again, it's different environments. I've been there to Nantwich a couple of years ago with a Morecambe side at pre-season, but it doesn't matter where you're rocking up, you're going to come up against players that you're not used to. The environment's going to be different to what we're used to, but that's part and parcel of the FA Cup. That's what makes it great. And as I said, there will be upsets. We're just going to make sure that we're not one of them. We've got to be there, be professional, hard working, embrace the challenge, and make sure that we do all we can to win the game, or at least get into the hat on Monday night. It'll be a tough one though, we know that.
In terms of your squad selection, obviously you're unchanged at Wrexham last night, and that's 6 points from 6. I guess the not maybe the easy thing, but the safe thing to do is to say stay unchanged again. But have you assessed the squad for maybe any changes?
Again, the squad is what it is. We've got a couple of lads who are missing out at the minute, but obviously get the 2 extra slots on the bench, so it gets a couple more into the squad for the weekend game. But no, they're doing well. The team's been relatively unchanged since we come in. We had a little bit of an issue with goalkeeper, with Montgomery being injured, and then Sam wasn't able to play, because Bradford was still in the cup, and Big Dan played, and then that's moved back around to Sam. We had a little issue at left back with Andy Taylor going out injured, but Scott's come in for the last 2 games and we've won both and kept 2 clean sheets, so he's done himself no harm. So apart from that, like any game, you look at the strengths and weaknesses of the opposition, you look how you predict the games are going to go. You look at all aspects, away from home, at home, FA Cup, league, big strong physical side, footballing side, pace, mobility, experience, whatever it may be. That's why you do your homework, that's why you do your stuff, to look over and see where you think potential problems are going to lie and how you counteract them, but ultimately giving yourself enough going the other way to hit their weaknesses and score goals and win the game. So that's what we'll do, like we always do. We've been looking over bits. We spoke to people who know about them with our contacts down south, and we'll come up hopefully with a plan that wins us the game. That's what we want to do, and whether that be the starting 11 that starts playing or whatever subs are made within the game, they've all got a part to play. And as I say, it doesn't matter what goes on in that 90 plus minutes, whether they're on top, we're on top, whether there's goals, whether there's no goals, whatever it may be, we've just got to make sure that we're in the hat on Monday night.
And just finally, what would a proper cup run mean to firstly you as a manager, but also the club?
I've been quite fortunate in the other cups at Morecambe when we were playing there. A couple of decent runs in the what is the Leeson.com competition now, and certainly in the Carabao Cup, which has been other names in the past, Carling Cup, etc. But we've been to the Championship clubs like Blackpool and Barnsley and won, and beaten Wolves at home. We've played Newcastle, Bournemouth, Premier League clubs, and I can see what it means to a town, to a community, to a football club. When big top sides come to your backyard. So I've not really had much luck in the FA Cup, but so far so good here. We've had a win. We've set ourselves up a tasty challenge now on Saturday, and it's massive. I've seen it in the past. I've seen You know, we got beat by Dagenham one year in a replay. Again, when I was at Morecambe, and the winners had Whitehawk in the next round. The winners of that ultimately ended up getting Everton at Goodison. So that's the one I'm striving for. You know, I want to get to the third round. I want to pull Everton or any Premiership club, because not only for yourself, for your own career and your own, to test yourself, for the players as well, just to see how they can come up against top class opposition. But the big thing is putting the football club on the map. You know, we get a lot of exposure. The FA Cup's fantastic for that. There's good financial gain to be made as well. So where we're trying to progress the football club on the pitch, there's also a job to do off the pitch. And if you can do that with an FA Cup run and generate that little bit of exposure to the cameras, to, you know, people coming into the local community to see what it means. You see it every year. I watch every competition. You know, I study the game. I look at all football all the time. You can see the likes of, you know, the exposure Newport got last year. You know, I remember a couple of years ago Cambridge drawing at home against Man United and then getting a replay at Old Trafford, and what it meant for them as a football club, how they could kick on with the finances that they gained. So it's a fantastic opportunity. It's a massive game for both clubs, and as I say, it'll be big if we can get into that third round, and hopefully, you know, not looking too far ahead, the carrot's dangled with regards to the Premiership clubs coming in. So that's what all non-league clubs or lower league clubs are trying to get into, to try and pull the plum tie, so to speak, and we're no different.